Welcome to Date Audio.
Release your wolf.
Hey, you still awake? Sorry to poke my head into your tent unannounced. Nah, I actually just, need a favor. You don't drink much, right? I don't suppose I could, snatch some of your whiskey rations, could I? Yeah, I sorta already drank all of mine. I mean, you know, I hold my liquor really well, being part giant helps, of course. I'm barely even buzzed, really. I usually don't guzzle it all down the second day of the month, but I kinda needed a few drinks tonight. No, it's nothing, just, a life of a mercenary, you know? You spend months at a time feeling totally fine, and then one day, wham! Homesickness. Questioning your life choices, all that sort of stuff. I hate that you know when I'm lying. Listen, it's just not something I really want to get into. I know we're shield mates, more than that, in fact. You're my closest friend, but there are things that are better left unsaid, even between a pair like us. I mean, I would like company, if I'm being honest, but I don't think I can talk about it. Is that okay? Thanks. You always know what I really need, both on and off the battlefield. Let me just... sorry. It always gets so cramped when I come in here. Thanks. Whoa, your rations are way better than mine. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I get a lot more for being bigger, so it's not like they can toss all the good stuff at me to gulp down. Do you ever think you know somebody really well to the point that you think you know how they'll react to something? But then you find out they act completely different than you expected. I know. I said I didn't want to talk about it, but I just feel like I'm still reeling from what happened, and I can't wrap my head around it. Well, let's just say it involved the captain. I know, that's what I thought. She always liked me. I mean, not like me, you know, she always thought I was a good mercenary. That's what I meant. And it's not just that I'm part giant, obviously. Any leader of a mercenary band would want me working for them just for that reason. But she seemed to actually respect me. She listened to what I had to say. That actually saved us a few times. I thought for sure she'd be understanding, and I didn't want to hide it anymore. I figured that if she knew, she could protect me. I know, I'm being really secretive, and it's not because I don't want you to know about what we were talking about, but I don't want to insult your character here, but if she can't handle it, then I don't think anyone can. I don't want to ruin our friendship over this. It was stupid of me to say anything. Of course you want to know now. I shouldn't have mentioned that I had any kind of secret because now you'll always wonder about it. I might be a little more than just buzzed, I guess. I feel all messed up. Makes me think of Scrounger Hill. You remember that, right? I got clonked in the head really hard. I couldn't even stand up straight. You had to keep the bandits at bay all at once until I was fit to fight again. You've always been covering for me like that, People don't expect a part giant to be so sensitive and awkward. You really help me deal with the people. And you've never judged me for, being me. Yeah, you've never judged me. Maybe. All right, I'm just gonna tell you, but please, just let me get everything out there before you say anything, and try and be open-minded. I don't think I can handle another rejection tonight. All right. So for the longest time, I felt confused about who I am, as in about whether I'm really a man or a woman. And before you say it, I know I'm a man. That's what I was born as. But sometimes I feel, different. Not always. I'll go a month or two at times feeling comfortable in my own skin, and then suddenly I feel like I ought to be a woman instead. Like this body is a stranger to me. It's funny. For a long time, I thought everybody felt like that. People talked about being in a slump, So I thought that's what it was. Just a slump. But after I figured out it wasn't a slump, I didn't know what to think. I thought maybe it was some kind of weirdness because of my heritage. I mean, giants and humans, like, they're not supposed to intermingle. So someone like that, like me, I shouldn't even exist at all, I settled on this answer for a long time. I was just someone who wasn't supposed to be, and this feeling was what I got for existing. It was around then I became a mercenary. If I wasn't supposed to have been born, at least I could make the most of it and do something that nobody else could. Honestly, it didn't feel as depressing as it sounds. At the time, anyway, I approached it sort of matter-of-factly, like it was just how things were and there was no point in being upset about it. But that sort of weighs on you. Thinking you're not supposed to be anywhere. It follows you everywhere you go. Slowly but surely, it just drags you down till you collapse. I was just about there. I was lucky to have met you. You slowed it down. It was a lot easier with you around. But one day I heard that there might be other people who felt like me. That made all the difference. I'd never really thought that I might not be some kind of oddity, that maybe this was normal for some people and I was one of them. So anyway, that happened not too long ago. I just overheard a conversation at a tavern, really. Nothing that should have been life-changing, but it was. So I decided that maybe I actually ought to act on those feelings, try to look how I feel, Of course, that was much easier said than done. What would other mercenaries think if I was walking around in pants one day and a dress the next? If I was going to do that, I needed support. The captain always seemed so open-minded and understanding. I figured she'd back me up, tell the others not to laugh at me. She did that for Carter when he started wearing that traditional headdress into battle. The one that looks like a bird died on his head. I figured she'd be totally okay with this. But I was disappointed. I spoke with her only a couple hours ago, and do you know what she told me? She said, "A warrior can't be mixed up about something so simple. Figure it out if you're a man or a woman and stick with it." Can you believe that? She'd rather I always acted like the opposite sex than only do it occasionally. I guess that's sort of open-minded, just not enough. Well, that's the gist of it. So, I don't know. What do you think? Huh? Right now? Well, it's not always clearly black and white, I guess, but I'm feeling pretty feminine today. Oh, wow. Nobody's actually ever, called me a woman when I felt like one. I don't know what to say. How are you just okay with this? I mean, even I thought I was some kind of freak for most of my life. Thank you. Thank you. It means so much for you to say that. I've never been able to open up about this before. I think I'm not sure what I would have done if you hadn't been on my side. Oh, I didn't mean that. I wasn't going to off myself or anything. I mean, I don't think so, but I'm not sure if I would have ever stopped drinking. It was sure feeling like that was the only way to deal with the disappointment. It's just a shame the captain wasn't more like you. There's no way I could be myself openly if she won't keep the others in line. I never thought about that. Really? Just you and me? Huh. I mean, we do make a great team. Yeah. I reckon we could make it as mercenaries, just the two of us, and you wouldn't mind if I, changed based on how I feel? That's perfect. Yeah, this could be it. I kind of feel bad for the captain. She's losing her two best mercenaries. Honestly? No, I don't think I hate her or anything. Just disappointed, like I said. All right, then. We're going to have to make plans. This is going to get really complicated, I already know. But we can handle anything, as long as we do it together.